English students, I want us to go over the Hamlet Essay, which is your very last essay in the English 102 class. And I want us to look over this topic sheet, and then feel free to send any questions you have after you watch this video. So this type of essay argues a point of view about Hamlet, utilizing quotes and summaries of scenes as evidence. Now I want to remind you that Hamlet is in your textbook, in the Norton textbook. I believe it's page 1396. So definitely check out the play itself. I had you guys watch the film last week, and the film is word for word from the play. So if there's a section in the film that you want to pull a quote from, you have the play already in your textbook. There is a difference in quoting from drama compared to prose. Drama, you need to include the act, scene, and line number. And I have here an example that I pulled from the Siegel textbook on page 125. But notice they have the quote, and then it's Act 3, Scene 3, lines 96 and 97. So those are done there for you to read. The rough draft, there will not be a rough draft for this one, because honestly, as a such a short mini-term course, we didn't have time to do both the rough draft and peer review and the final draft at the very end of the class. And so because of that, there is no rough draft due. This is a mixed bag, because of course you don't have that due date to worry about, but then you'll turn in what I hope is a final draft essay. So if you're not sure if your essay is ready as far as the final draft phase, I would definitely recommend having a Writing Center appointment with a tutor. They do online appointments and in person, and if you'd like, I can email you the link to the Writing Center page. Just email me if you're interested in having a Writing Center appointment. Another option is to look over the feedback that I gave you on the previous essays, because the chances of you making those same mistakes are likely. So that way you can look back on the rubric and see what you were marked off on your previous essays, and look out for those errors specifically in this last essay. So I just really want you guys to revise it so that you have a final draft. The final draft is due Wednesday, April 28th by midnight, and you're going to submit it in the Week 8 content folder, and it'll count as your daily grade and attendance for that week. This essay is 20% of your final grade. The essay should be at least 800 words in length, so that's the same as that poetry essay as far as length, not quite as long as your research paper. The formatting is the same as always: 12-point Times New Roman font, double space with MLA heading and style. I want to remind you that page 161 in the Siegel book has a really good example of MLA formatting for your MLA heading specifically. You will have to have a works cited page with Hamlet cited, but the second page of this topic sheet has it cited for you. So since you'll have a Word document topic sheet in this week's folder, you definitely want to check that out, because you can copy and paste this citation in the end of your essay. So I've already done that for you, so that's easy enough. That's also going to count towards your word count, towards that 800 words. So you will not need any outside sources for this paper, and I want to emphasize, do not use any outside sources, because I want to hear your opinion about the play, your interpretation, your analysis. I don't want you to look online and get tempted to just use the exact same stuff that's in SparkNotes or Shmoop or Wikipedia, because I want to hear what your original thoughts are on these characters and the plot and what happens in the play. There's so much to write about. So really try your best to avoid having any outside sources within this paper. And remember, this is scanned with the anti-plagiarism software, so I'll know if you've included outside sources. So just try to focus on your opinion of the play. I have several topic options on here, so take your time and read over those carefully. But if you have questions about these topics, or if you want to propose a different topic that is still based off of Hamlet, feel free to email me. Just like we don't have time for the rough draft, unfortunately we don't have time for a topic proposal or outline or anything of that sort, but feel free to email me any of your drafts as you write these essays. And on this essay in particular, since we don't have a rough draft or peer review, you can send me your introduction paragraph, or email me your thesis or your idea, especially if you're unsure about if you're going in the right direction. So I am here to guide you through this writing process. On the second page, just want to remind you that there are 10 points taken off every day late, and all of your final drafts are going to be graded using that same grading rubric that I've used for the previous essays. So Also, it will be scanned with anti-plagiarism software. And don't forget that works cited entry is at the bottom of the second page. So please let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. This is our very last essay for the class. I've enjoyed teaching you all, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your spring. Thanks. Bye.